Good morning, good afternoon, family. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, welcome, you welcome. Please give this video a thumbs up and please like. We are just started right now. Okay. Let's just go and grab something. Oh.
That enables you to be able to invite your family to come and join you in Italy. So
Okay, guys, I'm not my usual self today, and I wish I would be able to edit some parts. I've not been able to do that. But for now, I want us to discuss something. I'm getting distracted. Let me just put this phone down because sometimes I get so distracted and yeah, I want us to chit chat about something that just came in my mind right now. Oh, I can see someone is also, but I just want to do something very quick, like maybe less than a minute or less than, I don't know. Very quick. Like, oh God. Yeah. Greetings to you. Greetings to you, Miss Cody K. Greetings to you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up. Um, yeah, I just want to welcome to my live stream. I just want us to discuss something very quickly, like a chit chat, like very. Hey Namumbi, how are you? How are you? Thank you for joining in. I appreciate you coming in my live stream. I want us to do something very quick, like it is very, very quick. Thank you for the thumbs up and for the likes. Thank you so much. Yeah, I just want us to do something very, very, very quick. I just wish I can just get five, like maybe three, two, four, like five people. I want us to chit chat about something. This video is not going to be long because I'm still going to prepare lunch or supper. It is already night here, like not night in the afternoon, already late. I would just want that to come out here because there's something that I just want us to discuss very, very quickly. It's so heavy in my heart. There's something that I've noticed, and I want us to chit chat about many things, about life, about yeah. This is something that I truly. This is something that is in my heart, and it's so heavy in me because we are always saying we are out for the woman. Okay, okay. Thank you, Namumbi. We are always saying we are for the woman, but sometimes my heart is so painful. I have a very, now I cannot even start to speak properly because I am very hurt about something that is happening that I'm seeing. Um, especially the abuse where women go through abuse. This is something that it's so deep. Like I'm like right now I'm trying to talk, but I'm so emotional about this because I've shared in my videos that I grew up in an abusive environment because of my father, the things that he used to do to my mother. So there's something that is circulating around social media about abuse. A lady was killed, shot 9 times. He was beaten for 8 hours with a shambok by her boyfriend. This lady ended up being dead. So these things, for me, it touched home. It's so painful. There's a lady that I know right now is going to be buried somewhere where I am. Also, she was killed by her husband. She was a doctor. This lady was beaten to death. I don't know whether this weight why it is going to allow them, but this is something that I it's so painful. When I think about the way I grew up, when I think about what I went through as a child, what I wish my mother did differently, because those things even today they do affect me. Even though sometimes I don't voice them out, I don't say anything to anybody, but these things now as old as I am, they still affect me even into my life, even into my marriage, because of the things that I've seen, the things that I experienced as a child because of the abuse that was going on around my family, around what my father used to do to my mother, the things he used to say. Even that on its own, it gives me issues in my own life, in my own marriage. I don't trust easy because I was broken from the child. And sometimes because of those things, we end up taking things that we are supposed not to take from, like it affects you. I don't know whether I could put this in right words, but I want it's something that it's so deep and it's something that it hurts me a lot. That is why every time when I talk about marriages, because I understand that marriage is a place where children they should a marriage creates a home and is a place where children they should feel safe in that place. Children should feel loved, appreciated. Children should feel that they are at home. So when in a marriage, everything that is happening in a house, I will say marriage, I will not say a house, because a house without two people, a husband and a wife and children, I'm speaking on the angle of a marriage setting, because these things it's so close to my heart. When the two people that are making the home not comfortable for the children, we are raising children that are not going to be best parents themselves. I was saying this to my daughters yesterday, that if a man beats you, you must leave. But now I've changed my mind. If a man shouts at you while you are still dating, you should just leave. Never ever tolerate abuse in an early age, early in a relationship. Never ever take things light and say he will change. If a person wants to change, he will change. He will change by himself. No one will ever force that person to change. As I'm saying, this really hits home. Let me put on some music. this really hit home for me. I don't want to lie. I've experienced a lot of things in my life where I've seen abuse in different forms: verbal abuse, physical abuse, financial abuse. Because you're not working, someone is taking charge over your life because you cannot provide for yourself. He abuses you in a way that he abuses you. I was just checking the news that if it is playing or it's not. So you are being abused in a way that you cannot live, or you cannot do anything for yourself, because that person knows that you are depending on them to feed you. A person treat you anyhow he wants, and he knows that you are not going anywhere, because for you to eat, it is because of him. So these things, it's really painful. I just hope that we women, we should realize this as early as possible, that when you are dating or when you are entering a relationship, see the red flags, see the things that you are not supposed to tolerate in that relationship, see all those things, and as early as possible, you just have to excuse yourself and leave that relationship, because that relationship will never do you any good. Do you any good. I've seen this, I've experienced this. I'm talking from a point where I know what I'm saying, because as a child, as a grown up woman, I've seen a lot of things that maybe I was not supposed to see. But I believe that what we go through, it builds the person that we are, the person that we become, the people that we become. I believe also that whenever things that are happening in our lives, they happen for a reason. I believe that I'm also groomed for a reason. This season of my life, I'm also groomed for a reason. God never cannot allow us go through situations without any reason. As I'm saying that, I'm not giving an excuse that we should stay in abusive places because there's a reason. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that whatever that is meant to kill you, it may also build you up. I've heard something today was spoken in someone's funeral on the line. I was watching that funeral, the funeral of Deborah Fraser, that someone said, every kingdom this time it is shaken. Every kingdom, a kingdom, he mentioned church, he mentioned marriages, he mentioned businesses. He mentions a lot of things. But what I did take from that, he said the churches have been shaken. He mentioned that individual people, they have been shaken. So being shaken, it means that, he said, what is your foundation when you have been shaken? Even the word of God tells us that we should build our own houses in the foundation of God. So I'm saying that whatever we go through, whatever happened to us, whatever situations that we come across, that we see ourselves in, what is our foundation? What it is that we look at? I always say a person should fear God. And when a person does not fear God, I'm saying this, if a person does not fear God, because I'm speaking from this perspective, a person should fear someone. If you are living in this world and you are not governable by anybody, I don't know what kind of a person is that. But for me, I'm saying we are responsible for the kids that we are raising. We are responsible for the kids that we are raising. God has trusted us with the children that He has given us. One day we are going to stand before Him and encounter and tell God, what did we do? How did we handle the responsibility that God has given us? What did we do when everything was against us? What did we do? What did we do? How the values that we install in our kids, what are the values? Values. Oh my God, this thing's running away from my mouth. But you, so I hope I do make sense. The value that you install into your kids, some of the values, they don't come out by talking, but they come out by doing them. The child's looking at you and he takes something from you. If a child take a negative things from you, that's the value that we install to your child. And if you tell your child that it is okay to live anyhow, then it is the child will do as he wants. The child will behave the way he wants. I don't know, because whatever you plant, that's what you are going to reap. If you live recklessly with your life, that's what you are going to reap at the end of the day. If you are giving your children whatever that is negative, the children, they're going to give it back to you. So I'm saying this. I know I was talking about abuse, but I'm also mentioning a lot of things. I'm saying this because this really hit home for me. I can never ever be quiet. I will never be quiet about these issues, because I understand the pain as a child growing up, seeing these things happening repeatedly in my eyes. I've seen my mother cry. I've seen my mother being beaten. I've seen my mother sleeping outside. I've seen my mother being abused financially. I've seen my mother being abused verbally, being insulted as a child, listening. I was powerless. I could not do anything. And I will ask myself many questions sometimes. I say, why my mother is staying in this relationship? Why does she just quit and let everything be? Because this is not working out. I will remember vividly that I remember that sometimes I will even go sleep in my mother's bedroom on the floor, so that I will just make sure that my father will not kill her. That's how terrified I was. That's how terrified I was for the life of my mother. So I don't know whether it is because what I'm seeing right now, because we are all going to say justice for so and so, justice for so and so. But what we must do as women, we must teach our kids. So, and we must teach our kids, and our kids should understand when we say to them, sorry, guys, when I'm too emotional, I babble a lot. So you just have to forgive me, because this is a live. I won't be able to edit it. I don't know how, but maybe it's editable. I don't know. So yeah, this thing, it's so painful. It's so hard. I've seen a lot of things. I'm talking about marriages most of the time, because I believe that when we do things, when we groom our children at the early age, our children will know their worth, will know that when I'm cheated on, I should just, before you even say I do, if a person is not faithful in a relationship, if a person is not faithful in the relationship, to keep the relationship, to honor the relationship. Because if a person is cheating on you, the respect for you, it is gone. He does not respect you. He does not respect himself. He does not respect anything that involves marriages. He does not. Or she, whatever the person is, a man or a female, we should understand what marriage means. So I've seen a lot of things and I've experienced a lot of things. And always and every day I tell myself certain things that this is not the life should be. Because in everything that we do, there are prices and there are consequences to be paid. And I strongly believe that whatever that happened in our lives, it happened for a reason. That is why I keep saying this. I don't know why. And as early as I was listening to people who who talk about marriage. And I at a time I didn't know why, but now I know. The things that I've seen my mother go through, I know why. The things that I've seen other people go through, I know why. I will sometimes be with a person and pray with that person for the marriage to be restored. But sometimes it is not worthy for a marriage to be restored while someone is being abused. While you are abused emotionally, physically, financially, and everything. I know God hates divorce. And I know and I understand. But sometimes it's not worth it to die. Because God does not want us to die in a person to kill you to prove a point. When God created a marriage, He created a marriage for us to enjoy, not to be abused. So most of the time, I've been conscious about this. I could say I was religious at some point, but now I'm no more religious, I'm spiritual because I understand that there are certain things that you can never change. You can never change a person unless the person wants to change. There are certain things that you can never tell a person to leave until the person wants to leave them. We can justify all the way we want to justify. We can say men are what and men are what. We can justify everything. But when God created marriages, I understand that why God. I understand the reason. And I understand that the human being is weak. I understand that. I understand that there are temptations in life, but you cannot be tempted 100 times and fall to the same sin 100 times. It means you don't want to grow. It means you don't want to learn. It means that you are staying in that pit forever. And there's one thing that I've learned. If a man does not want you, he does not want you. He will never compromise. He will never change. He will keep doing what he's doing because you are not important in his life. Because no one could ever beat you in the name of love. No one can ever cheat on you in the name of love. No one can ever verbally abuse you in the name of love. Nobody. If a person loves you, cherish you, respect you, and treat you right, I've been speaking for 25 minutes and I didn't think this video will take this long, but I wish that this video someone will just see it and understand that being abused, being treated poorly, and I'm sitting here, I'm not advocating for divorce. I'm sitting here, I'm not saying people should leave their home. I'm sitting here, I'm not saying people should not try to pray for their home. Because sometimes you can make excuses. My wife has been bewitched. My husband has been bewitched. My what has been bewitched. But it is worth it to die in that relationship. It is worth it. Leave your kids and live in a very stressful environment, because women sometimes we choose to quit and die because we are ashamed of what people are going to say. People, if you are dead, they will still going to talk. They will say shame, shame, shame. This is so, so painful. I know, I've been sitting here for a long time. I wanted to do this live and I wanted it to be short and straight to the point, but I could not. We are going to say justice for who? Because this thing, they happen all over the world. It does not happen only in Africa, does not happen in America, does not happen anywhere. Like, it happens all over the world, everywhere. Everywhere women are being abused, are being killed, are being. So I don't know how. Maybe one day I will do a story time and like talk everything, but I know that this thing will take me years and years and years and years, because it was years and years and years and years of abuse. Years and years of abuse. What we went through as kids. Me and my siblings, we witnessed everything. I'm just going to stop this video here. I know it is very long. I know that I didn't plan it to be this long, and when I started to sit in on this chair, I was so emotional, so emotional. I'm still so emotional, but because now I've sitting and voiced everything out, I feel better. But let's stand for women. Let us stand for women. Let us help each other. Let us help our children. Let us teach them how they should, how they are supposed to be treated. And it is their right, and it is the way it's supposed to be. I thank you for watching, and I hope I will see you on my another video. I hope I will see you very soon, and I hope that I will be able to, yeah, just just that, guys. Love you a lot, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.